Hello guys, welcome to this video. My name is Anirudh and today in this video I will show you how to create header using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you are the beginner in this area, so here I will show you how you can do that, and here I will show you how to make it responsive. Responsive means what? When you will go to mobile viewport, tablet viewport or desktop viewport, so according to the viewport this header will adjust. So here I will show you what I am going to show. So first of all, here you can see this is the top header. So in this top header I have added one address, phone number and Gmail ID. So here when I am going to hover, means I am going to bring my mouse pointer on top of this menu like address, phone number and Gmail. So color is changing and the color is changing very smoothly. And here I have added some social icon for connecting with you. So user can connect with you using LinkedIn, Facebook, Skype and Twitter. Okay, so here also I have given some hover effect, and now after that I have added one logo, and here in the right side I have added menu. So in that menu I have added some menu items. So according to your project you can change those menu items name, and here I have given one search box. So this is the desktop viewport. Now when this site someone will open to the tablet viewport or mobile viewport, so that time how it will look like. So here I will just right click on top of this web page and I will click this inspect icon, and after that here you can see, first of all, if it doesn't open this viewport, so here you will find one icon. This icon is like toggle device emulation. So you have to click this icon. After clicking this icon you can adjust and you can see how your site will look like in different viewport. So in the desktop viewport, see here it is looking like this. When I will just drag and I will come to this tablet viewport, so that time I have given this menu icon and the header is hidden. So now if I want to show the header, so that time I will click this menu icon. See, header is coming from the right side and it is coming very smoothly because I have added some animation. So in this video I will show you how you can do that. And here is the close icon. So if I click, so header will be closed. Now if I come to the more lower viewport, so that time this top header is hidden. So here I have given one arrow. So when I will click to this arrow, so here you can see this is open. This is opening from downside and this one opening from right to left. Okay, so now if I click this arrow again, so here this top header is going up and it is hidden now. So this one is for desktop, mobile and tablet viewport. So here I have written all the code from scratch and I will explain everything one by one, and I hope you will be enjoyed this video. And if you are the beginner, so that video will be very helpful for you, because in this video you can learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So now I will move to the code editor and I will show you how we can make this header. So now guys, before writing the code I want to tell you a few things. In this video I will use Visual Studio Code Editor for writing the code, but there is different kind of editor. If you want you can choose any of them, but I will suggest you to use Visual Studio Code Editor because there is some advanced features which you can use. But if you don't know how to install Visual Studio Code Editor, so you can write in the comment section. I will provide you any YouTube video link where you can find. Otherwise from yourself you can type in the YouTube how to install Visual Studio Code Editor, so you will get so many videos. So you can watch any of them and you can install it. So now here after installing, the second step is you have to find the drive where you want to keep your project. So this is the dummy project. So I will keep it in desktop, but if you want you can find any drive, D drive, E drive where you want to keep, so you can select that drive. So now here I will store in desktop. So just here I'll right click, and first of all I will create one folder. So new and folder, and the folder name will be our project name. Suppose if you want to make school management or any other thing, so you can write your project name. So here suppose I'm going to make school management, so here I will write this project name is school management. Okay, like this. So now after that, the third step is you have to open Visual Studio Code Editor, or whichever you are using, you have to open that editor. So here I have opened Visual Studio Code Editor. Now I will click the file, and after that add folder to workspace, means whatever folder I have created, so that I have to open. So in the desktop I have created this school management folder, so I'll open that one. This is very simple, don't be confused here. Now here just I will select that one. So now the next step is I have to create some file, which is the main thing, right? So now here I will just write index.html. So this file is the main file where I will write our code. So now after that, here I will create another folder. So in Visual Studio Code Editor you will get folder and file creating icon. So that is the one advantage of Visual Studio Code Editor. So if you are using any other editor and you are not getting this advantage, so that time you have to open your folder. See, when I have created this index.html file, it is showing here, right? So that is the advantage. From Visual Studio Code Editor you can create some file folder. So if you are not using this, so no problem, here you can just right click and you can create a folder. But I am using this editor, so I will take this advantage. So now here I will just click this folder icon, and here I will create one folder which is CSS, and I will create another folder which is JS. Okay, so inside this CSS folder I will just keep my CSS file, and inside this JS folder I will keep my JS file. So first of all, inside this CSS folder, just here I will write one CSS file name. So CSS file name you can write anything, but normally when we create our project, so we write style and the extension is .css. When we are creating HTML file, extension is .html, and CSS file extension is .css. So here see, CSS file is created. So same way I will create one JavaScript file. So inside this JS folder, first you have to select, and then you have to click the file icon, and here I will just write first of all one file name. So JavaScript file name, normally we write script dot and the extension is JS. By the way, file name you can write anything, but we try to write the relevant name. So CSS file we use for styling, and JS file we use for scripting. So that's why we have tried to write the relevant name. So our file structure has been created. Now first of all I will come to the HTML file, and here I will just add the basic HTML structure. So here first of all I will write here angle braces, and after that doc type. See, when I just here I written angle braces, so that time it was suggesting me doc type. Okay, so that is the another advantage of Visual Studio Code Editor. This advantage you will get any other editor as well, but here not sure every editor provide this advantage or not. So that's why you can use Visual Studio Code Editor. Now here what is the doc type? So every language has some versions. So after a few months, few year or a day, they update their language. So that time here we have to write the updated code, right? So that's why in HTML file, if I write doc type and HTML, that means this HTML is the version of 5, HTML 5. So this doc type denotes the HTML version is 5. I hope you have understood. Now here you have to close this HTML. Okay, so now here, after that, just inside this HTML, I will write another tag name is head tag. So here I am not writing any logic. So whatever I am writing here, I will explain, but you have to remember those tag name, because here nothing is the logic, just you have to remember. So inside this HTML, we need to write head tag. So why head tag? Because head tag contains some important data. Later I will show you what is important data. So now after that, just after writing the head tag, below of this head tag, you have to write body tag. So body open and body tag closing. So how you can understand the opening and closing? See, opening is very simple within the angle braces, but the closing time I have given backslash every time, you can see here, right? So that is denoting the closing tag, right? So body opening and body closing. Now here, if I write H1, H1 means heading, right? So here H1 comes different format like H1 to H6. So here if you write H1 and if you write hello, this is my first website, now save, and in Visual Studio Code Editor you will get the another features. So what is that features? So here you will get one icon. So this icon is for extension. So here you have to click, and after that see one extension is live server. So here you have to search actually live server. I have already installed, but if you haven't installed, so you have to search here live server. Okay, so you will get this one, and you have to just click this one, which is developed by Ritik De. Okay, so after that you have to install. See, I have already installed, so it is showing uninstall for me, but if you haven't installed, so it will show install for you. So you have to just click the install button and it will install automatically. So after installing, here you will find one icon, which is go live icon. So if you click this go live icon, so this page will open in browser. What is your default browser? So there it will open this page. Otherwise, if you are using any other editor, again simply you have to go your folder and you have to double click in index.html file. So see, this is showing the text which one I have written. Hello, this is my first website. Okay, so now I'll open Visual Studio Code Editor and here I'll click go live. So what is the advantage of this use? See the advantage first, then you can choose this advantage you should use or not. So here see, if I click websites and if I save, so and if I directly open the browser, see changes is reflecting, means I no need to refresh the page. So when I'm using go live server, so that time no need to refresh, changes directly reflect in your website. But if you are using from manual index.html file, I mean if you double click index.html and open, so that time after changing anything you have to refresh and then it will reflect. So that is the advantage. Okay, so this way you can create your first website. So now here we'll go for some advanced. So I remove that content, and guys, I forgot to say one thing, which is this doc type HTML is for denoting the version of HTML. So this one we cannot consider as an opening HTML tag. This is the closing HTML tag. So this one we cannot consider opening HTML tag. So here I will just create one opening HTML tag. Okay, and closing one I will remove because I have added closing already. So this is the thing, okay, that I forgot to say. So now guys, here inside this head tag, so I already told this head tag consider some important data. So what is the important data? So important data means, first of all, I have shown how your website will look like in the different viewport, or you can say different device like tablet, mobile. Okay, so for that purpose, here you have to write one tag which is called meta, and the meta name is viewport, because I want to show this website in different viewport with different style. So now here content. So this meta tag content some important data here. Now what is the data? So width, you have to write first width, and after that equals to device hyphen width. Okay, now here comma, and after that here initial scale. I'll explain actually what I'm writing here, equals to 1.0. okay, so this one you have to write for just adjusting your website in different viewport. So here name is viewport because I'll show you this website in different viewport, so name is viewport, that's why. And content width is device width, right? So in mobile device the width is different and desktop is more width than mobile device, right? So here our website will adjust in different width, so that's why width is device width and initial scale is 1.0, means our website will contain different content, right? Like in before, here inside this body tag I have written one content like hello, I'm learning, or this is my first website, whatever content I have written. So that content size will be 1.0, means initially the content will be 1.0. If I write here 2.0, so content will look like a zoom, right? So this is 1.0 you have to write initially. So now I hope it is clear. Now guys, here I'll just open this one once, and here you can see it is showing index.html in this tab, right? But actually here I want to show my project name, so that's why you have to write here title, and inside this title I'll write our project name. Okay, so now if I save and see here, now it is not showing index, it is showing our project name, school management. So now hope it is clear. So now here just I'll open another tab, and here I'll search Google font, so it will open one site. By the way, these sites I'll provide in the description. You can click that link and you will redirect to this site directly. Otherwise, from yourself you can search Google font and you can open that one, and here you will get different font style. Which one you want to use in your website, you can choose any of it, but here I'll choose this Roboto. So for choosing any font style it is the same process. So here I'll choose the Roboto. So you have to click the font whatever you want to choose, then get font, and after that you have to click this get embed code. So here the last link you have to copy, and after that you have to just paste here. So inside this head tag anywhere you can paste, but just I will paste after this one. And now here you will get the style, so that is the link. So from this link it will fetch this font, but you have to add this font family. So where you can add, so just simply this font I want to use everywhere, right? So here whatever code I will write, so that code I will write inside this body tag. I already told, because I already have shown you here I had written one content, so that was displaying in the browser, right? Whatever I'm writing inside this head tag, so that is the important data, but it won't display in the browser. It will display whatever I will write inside this body tag. So now if I just take this body tag and in the CSS if I write, and here if I call this font family, that means whatever we'll write inside this body tag, So this font family will be applicable for each. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So now the another thing. So here I have created style.css file and I have added the CSS for the body tag. But if I add it, it will reflect no. Actually the answer is because this style.css file is the different file, right? So how this is linked to this index.html file? So it is not linked yet, right? So what you can do, you have to just link this style.css file with index.html. So now here just I will type link and relation. This is the short form of relation, rel, and here style sheet, because this style.css file actually a style sheet file, right? Here I am writing the some style. So here you have to write this style sheet and after that href. Okay, and inside this you have to add the path. So here if you see the project structure, here first of all CSS folder, and inside this CSS folder I have style.css file, and our index.html file is outside this CSS folder. So first of all I have to enter this CSS folder. So for that purpose I have to write dot and slash. Once I will write dot and slash, so I can access outside this index.html file whatever folder I have, that I can access. But here I have to write this CSS folder, I mean this one, because I want to access this style.css file for now. So here CSS folder and after that style.css file. Okay, now save. So if I come here, see here it is changed, font style is changed, right? So now inside this body tag, here if I write background color is red, so you will find the color is changed to red. Here I am explaining everything because this video is for beginner also, so that's why I am explaining each thing one by one. Okay, so now I have removed the background color from body tag because that is not required, actually just for explaining purpose I have shown. So now this is done. Now the another thing, which is another important thing, that is icon. So in this website I have used few icons. So how you can use that icons? So for icon, here you have to use another third party link. Okay, so here just simply I'll type font awesome icon 6 CDN. Okay, by the way this link also I'll provide in the description. So from description you can check, or else you can directly write, and this site you have to open. And here if you are confusing, actually I know if you are the beginner, so you may confuse, but don't be confused, just follow the step whatever I'm doing, so then you will find is easy. So now here the first one you have to copy, and after that here, okay, so again inside this head tag anywhere you can write, but just I will write here sequence wise. Okay, and href, and I will just paste. Okay, so now the link I have added. Now the point is icon. So now this site not require further because link I took from this site, but I have to just take the icon. So here I will type font awesome icon 6. I will remove the CDN now. So here you will find this link. Okay, that also I will provide in description. So you have to open. So after opening, here you will find one start free. Okay, so there is pro version, means you have to buy, or else you can use the free version. So I will use the free version. So start for free, and after that here you have to scroll down, and here you can see explore icon. So you have to click the search button, and here whatever icon you want to use you can find it. Okay, suppose if I write home and then this search, see different icon I'm getting for home. So here whatever written pro version, so that you have to buy, or the free one like this one, so you can use. So directly I will click on this icon, so it will provide one code. So this code you have to copy, just click top of this code, so it will copy it, and after that here if you paste, so you will find this icon will display. And now guys, here icon is not displaying because again I forgot to say another thing you have to add, which is relation style sheet. Okay, like here I have added, right? So this one you have to add for font awesome icon also. So here just I will paste. Okay, so now save, and if I come, see icon is displaying. Okay, so now up to that it took long time because I explained everything for the beginner, so that's why it took long time, but I hope you have understood the few things. And here our first setup is done. Now I will come to the main part, which is writing code. Okay, so now for now I will remove this content. Okay, and now I will write the actual content. So now here I will write first of all header tag. Okay, so HTML provide few default tags. So in top whatever we write or whatever we display, that is called header, and in bottom that is called footer, right? So we are creating header. So here HTML provide one tag which is called header. So simply you have to write header, and after that HTML provide few more tags like div, section, okay, span tag. So every tag has some different uses. So now here first of all I like div tag. Okay, so div class name I like container. So why we use class name? So here if I want to add some style, so how I can add some style? So see here, when I was writing the style for body tag, so that time I had copied the body tag, right? So because body tag is the one time uses, but div tag that I'll use multiple time, and same way header tag also one time uses. So here I can copy header tag, but div tag when I will move to the next part, so that time you will find div tag I'm using multiple times. So that's why if I write div tag, so whatever CSS I will write for the div tag, so that will be applicable for each div tag. But I don't want, right? I want only for this div tag. So that's why for referring only this div tag, I can use class or else ID. Okay, so there is another benefit for using class. So that also I will explain, because if you are the beginner, so everything you need to know, right? Then you can develop a website from yourself. So now see, I have 3 div tag. Okay, so now when I have 3 div tag, so directly I cannot write div tag, because I already told if I write div tag and CSS, so that will be applicable for each div tag. So that's why I'm writing one class name which is called container. So now if I write this container class and some style, so it will be applicable for this one and this one, because I have written container class these 2 div tags, right? So that's why we can use class. But ID, why ID? So ID is the unique thing, right? If I write here ID and ID name anything, suppose ID name is con, okay, short form of container. Class name and ID name you can write same, that is no issue. Okay, so con. So this con ID name I cannot use multiple time. ID is the unique, means you can use only one ID name in single page. This is our page. So here you can, if you have used this ID name already, so you cannot use this ID name again. If you want, so you can write any other ID name like con1 or con2, like this one. Okay, I just for simply I'm trying to explain. So here, so ID is for the unique thing. Okay, so here container, if I write multiple time and if I add the CSS, so that will be applicable for this one. But here suppose few common thing I have to add for these two, so that time I can use the CSS for the container. But now just assume one extra thing I have to add for this container but not this one, right? So that time I can use id name, and based on this id, if I write the style, so that will be applicable for only this one, right? So common purpose we can use class, but unique purpose we can use id. I hope it is clear. Still, if you have any doubt, so you can write in the comment section. I will try to explain again. Okay, so now I hope class and id you have understood the difference. So now here, why I have written container, so here I will write some css. Okay, so here, so another thing, when we write class and css, so for class we write dot, okay, and for id we write hashtag. Okay, so here I'm using class, so I'll use dot, and for the tag name no need to write dot or hash. That is the another important thing. Okay, so now in the body tag, by default I have added this font size because that font size I want to apply for every content. Okay, so same way when we write body tag, so by default it contains a padding, so I don't need this padding, so I'll write padding 0 and also margin 0. Now if you are confusing like what is padding, what is margin, so that I will also explain. And font size means like whatever content I'm writing, hello or whatever, so that font size here I will denote, which is 14 pixel, means by default 14 pixel. Okay, if I individually don't define any font size, so this font size will applicable for default. Okay, so now here padding and margin. Okay, what is padding and margin? So padding means here, see, just simply I'm trying to explain. So this is the div. Okay, so inside this div, suppose I have one content h2. Okay, I already told from h1 to h6 we can write. So now hello. So how it will come? See, hello like this. Okay, so now here container. Okay, what I will do, this container class I will add some background color. So background color is red. See, red. Okay, so now this red color, if I want to add some space inside this red color box, okay, just like follow whatever I'm saying inside this red color box. So when I want to add inside, so that time I will use padding. If I write padding 10 pixel, and you have to add padding, and after that the value. So if I add 10 pixel like this way, so this 10 pixel will applicable top, right, bottom, left. Let's see first. See, the space is added inside this box. Okay, and it is added 10 pixel each, top, right, bottom, left. Now suppose in top I want to add 10 pixel, and right I want to add 60 pixel, and bottom I want to add 80 pixel, and left suppose 40 pixel. So here that thing you have to follow also, like padding takes first top, then right, then bottom, then left. Okay, so now save and see, it is changed. In top, right, bottom, left padding, I mean the space is not same because I did not add the same padding, right? So I hope it is clear where to use padding and how you can define padding. Now the margin. Margin means outside this box. So now if I write margin is 20 pixel. So same way margin also take the value like top, right, bottom, left. Okay, and if you write only margin, so it will consider the same margin for each top, right, bottom, left. So now see, it's added some space outside this box. So that is the very important thing, because if you go for the interview purpose, so that time interviewer will ask this question. So now I hope it is clear. Now whatever CSS property I will write, and those called CSS properties. Okay, so now after that whatever CSS property I will write, so that you can easily understand, because that will be the relevant name. like width, height. Okay, so that will be relevant name. Which one I will think need to explain, that I will explain. Okay, so now here just I will remove that one because that I have written for explaining purpose, but for adding container here the main motive is to set width. Okay, so width I will add here 90% and here margin, so top and bottom will be 0 and right and left will be auto. So here I will write top 0, right auto, and bottom 0, left auto. Okay, so this way. Otherwise you can do that if top and bottom is same and left and right is same, so no need to write again this way. Okay, so you can directly write like this way. So that will consider top and bottom 0 and left and right is auto. Okay, so now whatever content will be inside this container, so that will be some space. Okay, so here see hello, it's starting from here because container width is 90%, not 100%, so it is adding some space. So here I hope it is clear. So now after that here just I will write some main thing like div. Okay, div class and dflex. Okay, this is the class name, and inside this class here I will write another class name justify between. Okay, and align center. So now why I am writing these three classes, so that I will explain. But first of all here just I will add the CSS for these three classes. And why I am writing like this, because that will be the common class, so those class I can use multiple places, so that's why. So display flex. So what is the use of display flex, just quickly I will explain. So here see h1 if I write hello, and here another tag h2 hi. Okay, so now save, and CSS I will save also, and if I come see hello and hi, it is coming in the same line. Because why? Because I have written display flex and here the property is display flex also. Okay, so but if I don't want in the same line, so no need to write this display flex class. See, it is coming here. Okay, so now here I want to add same line, so I will add display flex class, and here I have written the property is display flex. By the way, class name you can write anything, instead of display flex you can write any other name. Okay, whatever name you will write, so that name you have to add here, but CSS property and the value you have to write the same like display and flex. So now after that here justify between. Okay, so justify between means, let's see here I will just paste this one, and the CSS name is justify content and space between. Okay, space between. So now what it will happen if I write this. So now save and see here it's added some space between those two content here. First one is starting from left and the last one is starting from right. So that is the use of justify between. I mean not justify between, this is the class name. Class name you can write anything, but inside this class I have written this property and the value. Okay, so now here another one is align center. So now here just I will copy and paste. So here the CSS property name is align items and center. So here those value, there is some different values. Instead of between, center. Okay, instead of center you will get left, I mean start, end. Okay, so you can try it from yourself, that is your task. Okay, but here whatever I need for this header, so that I will write and I will explain. So center means it will follow the same alignment, like see here it is coming from this alignment and this is also this alignment. If I remove this center, so what I will do, just inspect, and here you can debug the code. See here this is coming, so align item center. Okay, now see it is the center, right? But if I remove this one, see it is moving up side little bit, right? Means it is the alignment is not perfect, you can see. but if I click the center, so alignment is the center one. Okay, so I hope this is clear, and these CSS I mean those classes I will use for the common purpose, so I have written here. Okay, and now here I'll come to the HTML file again. So here I'll remove the dummy content, and here I will write div class top header, the class name. By the way, the class name you can write anything. And now another class div here, div class top menu. Okay, and inside this top menu class, here I will add two div class. First of all, connection, where I will write address, okay, phone number, and here another class is div class social, where I will write that Facebook social icon, right, Twitter, Skype. Okay, so there is the 2D. So now first of all, inside this div, here I will write ul, okay, and li. I will add some list. Okay, so list means like if you want to add some list, like here when I'm writing this phone number, so that is coming as a list, right? So that's why here I'm writing ul li. By the way, you can use div tag also, but that is the features, so why will not use the HTML features. So now here when I will click this, like here this email or phone number, so that time it must redirect to phone call or email, right? It must open. So that's why here we need to add a means anchor tag. So here we can add some link. Okay, so inside this href, like here, see, inside the href we are adding the link. So same way, if I write a and href, and whatever link I will add, so if I click on this a anchor tag, so it will redirect to that link. So for now I'm not going to add any link, so I'll add here anchor tag, and here I will add some icon first of all. Okay, so first of all icon I will add location. So I will come, and here just I will come to this icon site. Okay, and here I will tap map. Okay, map is the location, right? So here I will get different map icon, but if you want to type the location, so you will get some other icon also as location icon. Okay, see, any one you can choose. Okay, so I will choose the location one, so I will copy, and here I will paste. Okay, so just here I will copy this li tag, and I will paste here. So now instead of this icon, here I will add the icon is after location, which is phone. Okay, means mobile number. So here I will just type mobile. So here you can see, so I'll choose this one, and I'll copy, and I'll replace this. Okay, this one if I click, so it will increase the size, so it will be easy to understand. Now I'll copy again this one, and here just I'll replace these two email. Okay, so I'll close, and here now instead of mobile I'll search email. See this one, so I'll took this one, copy, and I'll replace this one. So now let's see how it will look like. See here it is coming like this. So here see it is coming in different line. So I already told, like if you want to add in the same line, so here we can write display flex, this class name, right? That is the common class I have told I will use multiple times. So I will copy this class name, and here which one I want to add in the same, so those list, right? So the parent of those list is ul tag. So here I have to write this one, display flex. So you will find it is coming like this. So now here if I inspect and debug, so you will see here when I'm hovering on the ul tag, here I will just drag this inspect, and see when I'm hovering on the ul tag, here it is showing here. See, you can notice the green color and the orange color. Okay, so the orange one is margin, and the green was is padding. So ul tag just comes with default margin and padding, which I don't need. Okay, so what I will do, so ul and li tag also I will use multiple time, and each time I no need padding and margin, the default one which comes with ul li tag. So here, that's why, sorry, not ali tag, you will tag. So here I will write padding is 0 and margin is 0. So now let's see here, you can see it is removed. Now if I hover, see no green and red color is showing because I have written 0. Now here li tag, see this dot is coming right with li tag, so that also I no need. So why what I will do, so here I will write li tag, and that is comes with list style type. So there is different style. If I write list style type circle, so see this dot will move to circle, okay, but I no need neither circle nor this dot, okay. So I'll write none. None means no need anything, okay. See here it is removed. So now here you can see this icon is coming, but I need some content because this map icon here I have to show the address, for phone I have to show the number, and for email I have to show the email, okay. So here you can write the content as per your choice after this I tag. So I'll write some content, okay. So if you want, you can copy the content from, I mean not copy, you can pause the video and you can write the same content, or else whatever require in your project, so same content you can add. So now here you can see I have added different content. First is address, then mobile number, and then here email, okay. So if you want to add the same, you can write, you can pause the video and you can take it, otherwise you can write your own. And now after that, here if I go to the browser, so here you can see this is coming. So this is perfect, but the one thing is each text have some underline. So this underline coming by default with anchor tags, okay, this anchor tag. So here I no need this underline, and this anchor tag I will use multiple time, and every time no need this line. So for commonly I will add the css for anchor tag. So so those are the tag name, okay. I forgot to explain, like this ul, those are the tag names. So that's why I'm not writing any dot or hashtag. For class dot, for id hashtag, so those are the class name, so I'm not writing anything, okay. So here anchor tag, okay. So I have written simply a, only the tag name. And now here this one, this underline coming with this property, okay, text decoration. If I write none, means it will hidden, I mean it will hide. See here it is hidden, okay. Now after that, here in the right side I need some social icon. So here inside this connection, here, okay, not connection, sorry, inside this social, so here I will add again uli, okay, and I tag, I mean this icon I will add, okay. So now here this social, here I will just add again ul, okay, and li and anchor tag. So first of all, here I will add hashtag, means when you are not adding any link, so that time you can use hashtag. And now guys here, so when if you have the Facebook, I mean here I'm going to add some social icon like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Skype, okay. So if you have Facebook account, so you can just add the link of your Facebook account here, so it will open, I mean when someone will click this anchor tag, so that time it will open your Facebook account, I mean he will redirect to your Facebook account, okay. So now here inside this anchor tag I have to add the Facebook icon. So simply I will go to the icon site, and here just I will add, I mean I will search Facebook. So see here it is showing, so I will open, copy, and here I will paste. So now here I will copy this UL tag and I will add one for Twitter, okay, I mean LinkedIn, Twitter, and Skype. So this is for suppose LinkedIn. So here Facebook, instead of Facebook, if you write LinkedIn, I hope this icon will come, because the LinkedIn icon name is LinkedIn. See here LinkedIn icon is coming. So another one is Twitter, so icon name is Twitter. Everything is same. If you write Twitter, so Twitter icon will come. I know this one. If you don't know, so you can simply search like the same process, okay. You can simply search here, so you will get. But if you know the icon name, so directly you can type, okay. I think this icon name is Twitter. So let's see. Okay, see, Twitter icon is coming, and here I light Skype. Okay, so see, Skype also coming. So here this thing is coming like one by one, but this thing I need also like same in the same line. So what I will do, so in this UL tag, just simply I will add that class dflex hyphen flex, this class. Okay, so it will come like this. Okay, but here you can notice this is coming here like this. I mean, this first div here, there is two div, right? So this is the connection and this one is social. So this two div is coming one by one line, right? I need this two div in same line. Okay, so what I will do, just here I had added this class actually by mistakenly. I mean, when I was showing you some examples, so that time I had added, but I forgot to remove that one. So, okay, so what I will do, just I'll remove this div because that is not required actually. So I forgot to remove that div actually. Okay, so just remove from your code also. And now here you can see there is two div which is coming in separate line, but I need in the same line, and the first one will start, I mean this one will start from left, and this one, I mean this social icon will start from right. So for that purpose I was explaining, right, dflex for in same line. Okay, see, it is coming same line, but I need space in between of this two div. Okay, so for that we have one property, justify content between. So I'll copy this class name and I'll add here. So you can find it is coming here. So our structure is ready for the top header. Now here I will go to write for CSS. Okay, so first of all I will just copy this top header. Okay, so now here I will paste, and in this top header, first of all I will add padding. Padding is 10 pixel and 0. So I already told, like if I write like this, so it will consider top and bottom 10 and left and right 0. And when you are writing 0, so that time you can write pixel, or if you don't write pixel, it is no issue. Okay, so padding top and bottom, I mean right is bottom is 0 and left and right is sorry, top and bottom is 10 pixel and left and right is 0. Okay, and now I want to add one border. Okay, but that border will be in bottom. If I write only border, so it will applicable for each side, top, right, bottom, left, but I need only bottom. Okay, so I will write border bottom and 1 pixel, the width, that is border width. You can separately write like border width, okay, 1 pixel, like this also you can write. Otherwise you can write like this, border bottom 1 pixel means it will width, and how the border will be solid. Solid means it will be a line. There is another property dashed. I will show you how it will look. Okay, so now the color, what will be the border color? So border color I will write E0 E0 U0. Okay, now let's see one border is coming. So here if I write dashed, so let's see here it is coming like this. Okay, there is different border. You can check solid, I write here. Okay, and now after that here I want to write CSS for this one. Okay, this ULLIA. So this ULLIA coming first of all top header, then top menu, then connection, then ULLIA. So here if I follow this structure, top header, top menu, connection, ULLIA, so means whatever ULLIA is inside this connection, the CSS will be applicable for this one. Okay, so here what I will write, first of all I will follow the structure. So here I will write top header, then here top menu, so I will write top menu, and after that connection, this connection class, and inside this connection class I have ULLI and anchor tag, right? So here I'll write UL, li and anchor tag. So here if you notice, so each li have no space, so I want to add space. So margin right, margin I already explained, so again I'm not going to explain. So margin right 12 pixels, see added some space and it is looking better. So here this is applicable for this one because here I have used connection class. So inside this connection class we have this one, but if I write social class, so that will be applicable for this one. So I need space here also. So here I will use social class. Everything will be same, but instead of connection, just it will be social class. So here I will write social. Okay, and margin left is 12 pixel. So see here it is added some space. Okay, so I hope it is now looking fine. So guys, now the next step is, here you can see this left side and the right side both coming with blue color. So this color coming with default of anchor tag. Okay, so here this color is not looking good, so that's why I will change the color. So here another thing you have to notice, here left and right both coming color blue. So both color I have to change and the color I will add the same color. So that's why in this CSS here this time I will not use connection or social. Okay, what I will use, first of all I will copy this one and here just I will remove this one. Okay, I won't write neither connection class nor social class. So if I write like this way, that means whatever li anchor tag is inside this top menu, so whatever CSS I will write now, so that will be applicable for inside this top menu class. Okay, so now here I will add one color. So the color code here I will add 9F9FA7. okay, now here you can see it is looking like. So now here one thing I had shown, like when I will bring my mouse cursor on top of this text, so that time the color was changing, right? So how I can do that? So that is called hover actually. So here I will copy that one, means when I will hover on top of this anchor tag, so that time the color I will change. So the color code for now I will add 01A to A6. Okay, and every time color code start from hash. Okay, like this. So now here if I hover, see color is changing but not smoothly. Okay, so for that purpose here I will add transition. So if I add transition, and here you have to add the time. Okay, so after how many times the color code will apply. So if I add 4 second, means it will take 4 millisecond actually, it will take 0.4 milliseconds, not milliseconds, sorry, 0.4 seconds. So it will take time to apply the color. Okay, and is in out another property values. So this means when I will hover, so that time it will take 0.4 second to apply this color, and when I will hover out, so that time also it will take 0.4 second. Means is in means when I will hover, is out means when I will hover out. So in and out time it will applicable same thing. So now here save and see, now it is smoothly animating, right? So this top header is done. Now the next part is this bottom header. So now here if I just click this one, so it will minimize this top header. Okay, so our top header is starting 17 line and ending 66 line. So now below of this top header I will write div class bottom header. Okay, and now in this bottom header there is two part, left side is logo and right side is menu. So here I will add div class name, I will add logo, and inside this here I will add image tag source. Inside this source I will add our image path, but before that I have to download one image, and that image path I have to add here. Okay, so but here I will first later I will download or I will add. So here another attribute, those are called attribute. This is called attribute, this class is called attribute, this source called attribute. So in the image tag takes another attribute which is alt tag. Means if you write the wrong image path or whatever image path you have added, so that, suppose this image path is not finding the image, so that time whatever you will write inside this alt tag, so it will display. Okay, logo. See here, if I save and if I come here, see image is not coming. Okay, so that time it is displaying alt tag which is logo. Means like user can understand this image is logo image, but any reason it is not displaying. Okay, so now this is the logo, and the another is here menu, which will be right side. So menu, and menu also I will add with list. So li and a anchor tag. So for now I am not creating any menu page, so just simply I will add hashtag, okay, and the menu name home. So same way I will add multiple menus, but before that here I will add one logo. Okay, so for that purpose here this is my main project folder. So here I will create another folder which is images. So inside this images I will add one image. Okay, so now here I have done two things, which is here you can see inside this images folder I have added one logo image. If you want this logo image, so you can connect with my Insta ID. Insta ID will get in description. So I will provide this image. Okay, otherwise you can download any logo image from Google and you can add. Okay, and the another thing, I had added home, but now just I have copy pasted same li tag, but I have changed the menu names. So menu names you can add as per your project, but here I have added some dummy menu names. So now logo I have added, but the link now I will add. So here images folder dot slash, because I have to enter images folder, and after that the image name logo.png. This image name is logo.png, you can see here. So now I will save and I will come. So see here it is coming like this. Okay, so now the one thing here, this menu will start from right side. Okay, and in the same line of logo and this entire menu. So for that purpose here you can see this is the bottom header. So this bottom header, this div wrapped with logo and menu. So here I will add dflex, that class, and if I write dflex, so it will come in the same line, but this menu, entire menu should start from right. So we have the another class which I already have defined here, that is justify between. So it add some space, okay, in between of the two divs. So now here I will add this class. So here it is coming like this. So now this menu is again coming in a single line, but I need in same line. So that's why this menu, this li coming, right, li coming in the same different line. So here li wrapped by this UL tag. So here I will add d and flex. So see it is coming like this. Okay, so now here I will add some CSS for this one logo, this menu. Okay, so now here the first thing is this one, this bottom header. So now here just I will paste this bottom header. So I will add padding, top and bottom is 35 pixel and left and right is 0. So it is like this. Okay, and after that here I want to add logo, no need to add any CSS because it is looking perfect for me. But if in your case the logo width and height you want to adjust, so you can do one thing. So just here it takes another property, this image tag, that is width and height. So here you can write width. Suppose if I write 20 pixel, so let's see, my logo is very small, right? So here you can adjust like this. So if your logo is different, okay, so now here I will write the CSS for li tag. So for that purpose, the parent class, this is parent class, okay, so I'll take this parent class because now here I want to add CSS for this li tag, which is inside this bottom header, right? So bottom header, this is the parent, and after that this menu, then you will li. So this menu, then you will, then li tag, okay. So now here inside this li tag I will write position relative. So why this is the new CSS property, maybe that you may confuse, so I will explain, but later I will explain. So for now you can add position relative, and I will copy this up to li tag, and after that anchor tag, because this anchor tag inside this li tag, right? So now here in this anchor tag, first of all I will write margin left is 12 pixel, and I will change the anchor tag color because by default it is coming blue color. So the anchor tag color I will write here 7B7D83, okay. So the same color whatever I had added here, so same color code I have added here also. So now here I will add one CSS property which is called font weight, okay. If you see here, this font is looking very thin. If I write font weight, so it will look like thick, okay. So font weight, here you have to write some number, there is different number, 400, 500, so you can check which is looking good, so you can add that one. So for me here I will write 500, okay. So now let's see, it is looking better. And now when I will hover the cursor on the menu, so that time I want to change the color, like same color code, okay. So same thing I will add here. So the first is transition, so transition, this one I will add, okay. And when I will hover, so I will copy this one and I will add hover, and when I will hover, so same color I will add here. So just I will copy and paste. So now let's see, when I will hover, so color is changing. So this menu is done. So when I was showing the demo how the header I am trying to make, so that time you have seen one input search box, right? So here I will just add another li tag, but in this case I will not add the anchor tag because anchor tag is for redirecting. So here when someone will click the contacts, so that time it will redirect to the contact page, but in the search, in this case here no need to redirect, here it will search something, right? So no redirect. So here I won't use anchor tag, just so simply I'll use input. So every field, okay, this is the field, so field comes with input tag, okay. Type, input type is text because here I will add some text in this input type. If I write like this, so see here one input field is coming, and here I'm writing some text. So input type is text. If I write input type is number, so that time here see I can not type text, here I have to type number only, okay. So I hope it is clear. Here I will add text, okay, and after that button, because when after typing something I have to click the search button, like here see this icon when I'm searching, so this is the search button, right? And after searching, just here I click the submit button, means here, so that time the icon will redirect, right? I mean it will show the icon. So here I have to add one submit button. So button type, here I will add submit. Okay, button type is button, submit, anything it can be, you can write. Okay, so here this is the submit button. Okay, so I will add submit, and inside this button I will add one search icon. So here I will just type search. See, this icon I will add here. So I have copied and paste it. See, here icon is coming. So now here this icon coming just after this input field, but I have to bring this icon inside this input field. So here when I have to bring this icon inside this input field, means I have to change the position of this icon, right? I mean this button, inside this button there is the icon, so I have to change the position of this button. Okay, and where I will change it? So inside this input field. So this input field inside this li tag, right? So here means actually like inside this li tag, I mean inside this this top of this li tag I have to bring the icon. So here for that purpose, when the top one, so that time it will be position absolute, and the bottom one it will be position relative. Okay, so that's why I had written here position relative. And when I will bring the button inside this input field, means actually inside the top of this li tag, so that time it will be position absolute. So now I'll add the CSS for this button and for this input field. So this button I'll bring in top of this input field, and this input field is not looking good actually, so I'll add some style. So first of all I'll add the size style for input field. Okay, so here I'll just come to the CSS, and after that here I'll just copy this up to li, because here no anchor tag, after li there is the input. So here I will paste, and the tag name is input. So from here you can copy the tag name and you can paste here. Okay, so now here first of all I'll add margin left. Margin left is 12 pixel, and after that padding is 10 pixel each side I want to add. So here I have written 10 pixel directly, and the border radius is 4 pixels. So border radius is the new CSS property. So see here when I have written border radius, so that time if you notice here, so this corner is a little bit rounded, so that's why I have written border radius. Okay, so now here this is done, and after that here I will write border. So this border 1 pixel solid, and after that here I will add this color 7, this border color. Okay, so here you can see it is like this. Okay, now the another thing, if you notice this menu and this search field, this one is aligned not center. So for that purpose here in this UL tag, so here I have added here one property that is align center, I mean one class. So just here I will copy and paste here. So now see here it is center. So now I will add the CSS for this button. So here I will come and I will copy up to li tag, and here I will add button, because now I'm going to add CSS for button. Okay, so I'll copy the button tag because I wrote the wrong spelling. So I have pasted, and now here first of all I'll add position absolute. So I already told, like when we add position relative and absolute, so if I write position absolute, so that time it will float. It will float the parent is top of this parent class. I mean this is the parent class, so it will float top of this parent class. See, once I have written position absolute, it is now floating. So I will inspect and I will show you. If I remove, so it is like this. So but if I add position absolute, so it is floating, right? I mean floating means, so when I'm not adding position absolute, so it's occupying its own space. Okay, but when I'm adding position absolute, see, it is not occupying its own space, means it is floating. Okay, so now here just I will add some other CSS properties for bringing the top of input field. So here, which is top 12 pixel, so means from top it will come 12 pixel. See here, okay, 12 pixel it is coming. So same way I will add right. So right here I will add 10 pixel. Okay, 10 or 12, anything you can add actually. And after that here border I will add none, and outline also I will add none, because see here this button, inside this button there is search icon, so this button coming with default border and outline, so I no need this border and outline. Also the padding, this button also coming with some padding when I'm hovering, so you can see this green color padding and margin is coming, so I no need that thing. And also this background color also no need. Okay, so here I will write padding 0, margin also 0, and background is transparent. So now let's see it is coming the perfect position. And when I'm hovering, so you see this cursor, it is not looking like there is some action, so that's why if it shows hand symbol, see in this case it is showing hand symbol, but it is not. So for showing the hand symbol I have to change the cursor, so cursor is pointer, so that time it will show the hand symbol, means user can understand this is clickable. Okay, so now here another thing inside this input. Okay, if you write here placeholder and you can write text, so here user can understand, here you have to type something. Okay, so that you can add, also you can remove that one, that is your choice. So now here you can see the header part is done for desktop version, so this placeholder I will remove actually. Okay, but if you want you can add. So now header part is done for this desktop. Now if I click here, okay, in this icon, so see here it is now coming tablet, mobile viewport, also even you can change here the mobile version. Okay, so every version you will get, I mean every mobile model number you will get. So devices actually, tab or mobile, I mean iPhone, so everything you will get, so you can change. Okay, or else if you can add responsive, so you can do that also. Okay, now here you can just drag and you can check which viewport how you want to add this one. Okay, so here if you see here after some viewport this text is breaking. Okay, so first of all I will just add the CSS for this bottom header. Okay, so see it is breaking. Okay, so here what I will do, so this is the viewport number, so this number I will take. Okay, so here, but before that here when this will break, so I have to add one menu icon. Okay, so what I will do, so now I have to write the media query. This is called media query. Media query means for device version, if I want to change, so that time I have to add media query. You can understand easily. First I will type here media screen. Okay, media only screen, actually media only screen, and here max width, and the width here I have to write 1000. I will write 1084. Even you can write like which viewport it is breaking. See it is breaking 944 or whatever that you can write, no issue. But here from 1084 I want to change, so I will add the viewport is 1084. Okay, so now in this viewport I will add some CSS. Now so now here max width. Okay, max width 1084 means below 1084, I mean below 1084 whatever CSS I will add, so that will be applicable. And if I change it to mean, so that means above 1084. Okay, so whatever CSS I will add, so that will be applicable for above 1084. Okay, so now here below 1084 it is breaking, so here I will write max width, not mean width. Okay, so now the first thing is I have to change this one. So here this is menu, see here this is menu. So this menu here you can see, I'll just add this menu fixed. Now let's see if I write menu fixed, so what it will happen. So this menu comes under this bottom header. So just here I'll copy up to this, okay, and I'll paste here. So now here if I write position fixed, so now let's see, here I have written, so it is not applied 1084 pixel. Okay, so here now see it is just sticked. Okay, this position fixed if I write, so now this is coming here, but I need right side. So here I will add right 0 and top 0. When we write position, it can be absolute, relative, and after that I want to change the position, so that time you have to write this 4 property, top, right, bottom, left. Okay, so here this menu will start from right side and from top, so that's why I have written like this. Okay, and now this menu height I will add 100%, and the background color of this menu I will add this color. So now let's see, it is coming like this. Okay, so now when it will come to the mobile viewport, so that time here this menu will come in one by one. Okay, so for that purpose here this UL, here I had written display flex, but now here if I write instead of flex, if I write display block, so that time it will just come one by one. So here I will just copy up to this, okay, and here I will paste, and here I will write display block. Okay, so means this flex property will remove. So see here it is coming like this. So now after that here I will add another property, that is margin top. Margin top is 26 pixel. So it will just it will start from little bit, will add little bit space in top. Okay, so UL is done. Now I will add the CSS for this anchor tag. Okay, so here I'll copy and paste, and here I will add display block, and display block means actually it will occupy the entire space. Now see, if I come to the anchor tag, see it is occupying entire space. This blue color, it is showing occupying entire space, but if I remove this one, see it is this blue color not occupying the entire space, right? So that's why display block. And now after that here this anchor tag I had written for desktop version margin left, right? So this margin left is not required. So here I will write margin left is 0, and I will add one padding. Okay, so padding I will add, that is 10 pixel, and after that 12 pixel, then 10 pixel, and then 10 pixel. Okay, so now let's see. So see here it is coming like this. Okay, so now now I will just change this input. Oh, here just I will copy up to li tag, because inside this li tag there is input field, if you notice here, right? So from here also I can copy, no issue. So just I have copied, paste, and now the first of all I will add margin margin top 10 pixels. So if I write margin top, see here this space is not perfect from contacts and between input. So I will write margin top 10 pixel, so space will be perfect now. So here after that width, see this input field is just overflowing from this menu. So here I will add one width is 175 pixel. So now, and here still it is overflowing. So for menu I have to add one width. Actually for menu I can add width 220 pixel. Okay, so here it is now fine, and this button also position is now changed because this input field I have added margin top, so the button position also changed. So for that purpose here just I will copy this one. So in this viewport this button position also I have to change. So here what I'll do, so this button I will add top 22 pixel and after that right 25 pixel. So now let's see now it is in the perfect position. Okay, and here this one is done, but the problem is here this menu initially it is open, but I known it like that, right? When I will click menu button, so that time it will open. So in the demo I had shown, right? So for that purpose initially this width, this menu width, if I add here 0, so now this menu width I have added 220 pixel, but if I add 0, so see it is hidden because width is 0 means it will not display, right? So here I have to add one menu icon. So in the font awesome here I will search menu. Okay, see this icon, so I'll copy this one and here just I will add this menu icon. So this menu icon I will add here. So here I will add div class and here I will write class name is open menu. Okay, and paste. So now let's see one menu icon is added. So when I will click on this menu icon, so that time this one will open. So for that purpose I have to write JavaScript. Okay, so here I have opened this script, but same way how I linked CSS, here you can see in the header in index.html file, in header I had linked CSS. So same way I have to link this script file also, but in this case I won't link in header, I link inside this body tag. Okay, just you have to remember before closing of the body tag you have to link. So script, and here I will write source and dot slash then js then script dot js. Okay, so now here, so now the thing is when I'll click on this menu, so that time I want to open this one. Okay, so here I will just write on click because I will click this menu, right? So on click I will write menu open like this. Okay, so this is one click event. When I will click, so that time I will call this one, and in this I have to define something. So in JavaScript I will write function and like this. Okay, so when I will click this button, so that time this menu I have to open. So here I have to take reference of this entire menu. So that's why here I will take one ID name, I will add the same whatever I have written for class. So this ID, so now this is called document and those are called element. Okay, so what I will do in this script, here I will write one variable. Variable is kind of container where we can store many things. Okay, so variable name I will write here menu. Okay, so in this variable I'll write document because I told already this entire page is document. So from this document I have this element. Okay, so here I will write document dot get element, okay, by ID, means from this element I will take this ID. So here when I will take this ID, so I will get the reference of this. Okay, so ID name is menu, right? Here I have written ID name is menu. So now here this is done. So what I will do, when I will click this button, okay, so that time it will just call this function. Okay, here I have written, and that time this menu width I have to change. So here I will write menu because now I have stored in this variable. If you don't want to store, so directly you can write like this, but here I have stored in this variable, so now I will take this variable. Now style, because see this is the style, so here I have defined the width is 0 for this menu, right? So I have to change this style now. So style dot width, what I want to change, actually this is width. So width is here I will add 220 pixel. So now let's see. So here save, and if I click, see it is showing, right? But it is showing but not very smoothly. So for smoothly, here we have to add transition. So here I will add transition 0.4s is in out. So now here if I click, see it is showing very smoothly. So now it is showing, but I have to close. So for that purpose, here I have to add one close icon, right? So now here I will search one close icon. So close, see here close or cross I have to write, see which one I will get. Okay, so here I have some cross icon, I have to find the free one. So here, okay, this one I will take. So I will copy and I will come to the HTML. So just inside this menu, because here this cross icon I have to add inside this menu. So just here I will add one div and the class name. So in this case I had written open menu, so here I will write close menu. Okay, and I will paste. So now let's see here, if I click, so see this icon is coming black color, so that's why it is not properly displaying, I mean not visible properly. And this icon I have to take in this right side. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll write one CSS. Okay, so just here I will just copy this up to menu. Okay, and after that here this name is close menu. Okay, so I'll copy this class, and here first of all I will write color is white. So now if you see it is visible properly, and here I will add position is absolute for floating, and right 12 pixel, and top I will add 10 pixel. So now see it is coming like this. So when I'll click this close button, so that time I have to close this menu, right? So for that purpose here I have to write same way another function which will be for closing. So on click and menu open, here I will write menu close. Okay, and now I will copy this one and I will come to script. So here I will define another function, the name is menu close. So when I will click the close button, so that time this width again I will add 0, right, 0 pixel. Okay, but one thing here, see this menu I have defined inside this function. So that means this is applicable for this function only, right? So here if I want this menu, so again either I have to define here, or else we can do one thing, and that is the best approach. I will cut it from here and I will just declare it in outside this every function. That means everywhere it will be applicable. Okay, so now here this is done. So now let's see, I will save HTML file also. So now if I click, it is opening. If I click, it is closing. So this is done for the bottom one, right? Now here what I'll do, I will add the CSS for top header. So same way, for top header purpose I have to add one icon. Okay, so here I will search the icon. So the icon name is here angle. So here I have to find this is upside, this is the downside. So this angle icon I will copy, and here I will now close this bottom header part. I mean not close, minimize, and I will open this top header part. Okay, so here there is the two part, connection and social. Okay, so in the just here top header I will add one div class, and the class name I will add top menu top menu button, or anything actually I can add, no problem. So top menu button I will add the class name, or top menu icon, that will be the most relevant name. So now this one, now let's see how it is coming. So this is coming like this. But guys, before that, one thing I want to tell you, like see here when I will come to the desktop viewport, so that time also these two icon is visible, right? But actually in desktop those two icon, even this angle icon not required. So for that purpose what I will do, so here in desktop viewport those two icon not required, right? So just I will copy this one, close menu icon. Okay, and I will paste. Same way I have one, if I open this bottom header again, I have the another is open menu. Okay, so here just I will copy and paste, and instead of close I will write open menu, and here I will add comma, because for both I will add the same CSS, so I can use like this way using comma. So in desktop it no need, so I will write display none. Okay, so here why it is not showing, see, okay, open menu icon outside this menu. So here I have to remove this one. So see, not displaying. But if I come this lower viewport, so that time also not displaying. So in this case just I will copy, and here I will add display block, means in lower viewport it will display. See, it is displaying, but when I will come to higher viewport, so it is not displaying. So now I will do the same thing, this icon also not required in desktop viewport. So what I will do, just I will come index.html file and I will close the bottom header. So now this icon class name is top menu icon, and this is coming inside this top header. Okay, so here I will copy this class, and just here I will add comma dot this top header, and I will copy this one, and here I will paste. So desktop viewport this icon will be hidden, but I need this icon here. See, this time this top menu, it is not breaking just below 1084, it is breaking more when I'm going to more lower viewport, so that time. So here what I will do, I will consider this max with 767, and inside 767 max width I'll write the CSS for this top header. Okay, so just I'll copy this media. Okay, and this one is done, so I'll paste here, closing curly braces, and instead of 1084 here I'll write say 67 pixel. Okay, so now this one top menu icon in this 767 viewport I need, so I'll write display block. So here when I'll come below 767, okay, so that time it will display. See, it is displaying this icon. Okay, so now here the another CSS, see this menu, so this UL here, this is display flex. Now I need this menu will come one by one line, right? So what I'll do, so this one, this top menu, then connection, then ULL. So I'll show you in index.html, so it will be more clear. So here this for top header first of all, so here I will write the CSS for top header, then here you can see this top menu, so I'll paste here, and after that this connection, I mean here I will just paste, and inside this connection I have this UL. So here I will write UL, and here instead of display flex I will write display block. So now let's see, it is coming like this, and it is coming almost fine, and I will just add here margin top 10 pixel. See, it is coming like this. So when I'll click this button, so that time it will open, not initially, right? So for that purpose here this top menu I have to write display height 0. Okay, so here I'll just copy, and here I'll write height 0 initially, means it will be hidden. Okay, and here I will add overflow hidden. See, it is now hidden. So here, so I'll write again another function here. So because when I'll click this button, so that time I want to open that one, so I'll just write the function name is top menu open. Okay, so here I'll copy and I'll paste here like this. Okay, so now I want to open this top menu, right? Because see here this top menu I have given height 0, so I want to open this top menu, so I will add one ID for taking reference. I'll add top menu and after that I'll copy, and here I will write var, and the variable name is top menu, then same way document dot get element by ID, then this one, and when I'll click, so that time top menu dot style. Or else instead of writing like this, I can do one thing here in the CSS. Here instead of height I can write max height 0, and same way transition, because I need some smooth, so here 4s is in out. Okay, and the one thing here I need this max height will some pixel and 0 also. Okay, like for that purpose here I need this transition only for max height. I mean to say, like, I need this transition only for max height, not this overflow. Okay, so here I write this one, and here I will add one class dot active class name. Okay, so that here I will write max height is 550 pixel. Means what I'll do, when I'll click in this button. So here in this top menu I will add max height. So then what it will happen, this max height is 550 pixel in this active class, so it will add 550 pixel. So instead of writing CSS, I'll write the class. Why I'm writing? Because you can understand how to add class, because CSS you have seen how to add, but you don't know how to add class. So that's why I'm just taking this approach. So now here class list, this is the syntax, and add which class I want to add, that is active class. Okay, this class, okay, this active class. So here like this. So now here I'll save, and now I'll come here, so refresh, and now if I click, so here see it is not opening. Why? I have to debug. So here this one, so this active class is added. So why? Okay, so it is taking this one. So what I'll do, just I will take this parent also, and this top menu. See here, every time I add space between two classes or three classes, but in this case I'm not adding space, because this active class will append inside this top menu, right? So when this is inside this, okay, not the parent child relation. So here this is parent, this is child, so that's why here I'm writing space. See, top menu parent, connection child, so I'm adding space between two classes. But in this case, not parent child relation, this active class I want to add in I mean just in the same element, right? So that's why no need to add space. Okay, so now here just I will check again. See, I will refresh, and if I click, see it is opening, right? Again, see it is opening. Now if I want to close also, like when I will click this button again, so I want to close. So for that purpose I have to write one if condition. So let's see how can write if, means if this top menu class, okay, top menu class, I mean top menu class, if it is contains this active class already, okay, if it is contain this active class already, so that time no need to add. So that time I have to remove, right? Because it is already containing, and if I remove, so it will be hidden. So in the else part, means if and else, if it is not containing this active class, so that time I will add this active class. So now save, and now let's see. So here one issue, that is contains, okay, here is the issue, okay, this class list dot contains, okay, otherwise what content, the if it is containing the class or not. So that's why class list dot content. Okay, now let's see it is opening and it is closing. Okay, so this way you can do that. So here this is looking clumsy, this ULLI. So here in the CSS, this menu, just I'll copy up to that, and here I'll paste an li. So here I'll write margin bottom is 4 pixel. Let's see first how it will look. So see, it is added some space and looking more better than before. So here if I add 9 pixel, and let's see, so it is, see, it is looking like this. Okay, so here like this. So guys, here it is done, right? But here I want to give you one task. So the task is, when I'm clicking this down arrow, right? So that time after clicking this arrow, you have to add the up arrow. Okay, so here angle and the up arrow, this one. Okay, so you have to change the up arrow, like see, the task is like this is the down and this is up arrow. So here see, 2 arrow is coming. So when I will click this down arrow, so that time this down arrow will be removed from here and it will be shown up arrow. And when I will click this up arrow and menu will be closed, so that time this up arrow will remove and down arrow will display. So this is your task, and I want to see you how you can do that. So here, after writing the code, you can send me in my mail ID. So mail ID you will get in my channel. You have to go about section of my channel, and there you will find my mail ID. So there you can send me your code by zip file or any way you can send me. So I'll review your code. If I find this is the this code is fine, so I'll tell you your name in my next video. And here, if you find this video is helpful, so please like this video. Also subscribe my channel to get more update. If you are the new or if you are working as an advanced level, so you can also subscribe my channel. You will get all kind of content technology, also the backend technology in my channel.